Make no mistakes, cause he's perfect. Every step I take for his service. So every day I'm living according to his purpose.
I'm Marie Nelson, and welcome to According to His Purpose. And before we get started, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and of course, share. I don't want you to miss any content. Today, my guest is Christopher Long.
Yeah.
Welcome to According to His Purpose, Christopher.
How y'all doing? Thank you.
Now, we're going to open up by talking about, first of all, how good God has been to you.
Absolutely.
At 17 years old, you were incarcerated.
Yes.
You're 35 now.
Yes. Yes.
So that's a long stretch
Absolutely.
that you've had to deal with.
Yeah.
But you overcame. You are out. You're taking care of your business.
Yes.
And you're living life
True.
like the show.
Absolutely.
According to His purpose.
Absolutely.
So now, what's going on now with your life?
Well, since I've become a returned citizen, I utilized my time while I was in there to actually write
Okay.
2 novels, which are on the way as we speak.
Now
Like,
let's
I'm in the
talk about
process.
those novels just
Okay.
a little bit,
Yeah.
because we don't want to give everything away,
Right.
but we do
absolutely.
want to know a little bit.
Okay, so the first novel is called Impulsive, and it's basically based on teenage mishaps.
Okay, got
You
it.
know, when people try to be grown
Yes.
as teenagers and a group of girls
Okay.
decide to go and hang out at the club
Okay.
and, you know, do what grown-ups try to do.
Mm-hmm.
Things take a turn for the worse,
Okay.
and there's a whole whirlwind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's
that's
pretty-
the first one.
Yes.
Now, what is the second one?
The second one is actually called Family Comes First,
Oh,
and it's loosely based off of my interpretation
okay.
of what could have potentially happened if me and all my siblings went to school around the same time, and the things that could have transpired.
Wow.
Because I come from a Christian-based family,
Yes.
and growing up in Detroit, Michigan, my mother knew that I can't have all my boys and girls going to the same school. I got to break them up
Break them up.
because it has the potential to be combustible.
Right.
We're all going to, defend each other, and
Right.
so it's basically a over dramatization of
Okay.
what could have happened had we all went to school at the same time.
Wow. That is wonderful. You also produce music.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's
yes.
talk about that.
Yes, so I actually produced music before I went to prison, and I was pretty decent, pretty popular.
Okay.
And now that I'm out, I'm getting the wheels back
Getting it
turning.
back together.
Yes. Shout out to Elroy Beats. He's actually a relative of mine, and he has accreditations with a lot of people.
Yes.
From the Skillet Babies to Sodas and all
Okay.
that. So
Okay.
I'm finna get my foot in the door.
Get your foot in the door.
Everything is trending upward. So
Yes. So how has life been for you, to you, and have you put God first?
absolutely.
Okay,
Yes,
let's talk about that.
I have to put God first because without Him, I would have never made it out.
Oh gosh.
Like 17 years is a long time.
That's a long time.
And some people don't make it past 2
Okay.
or 3
Yes.
or 5, let alone 17. So
Right.
it's a blessing in itself to be able to walk out of the gates.
Yes.
But to come out and have the family support that I have, as well as the heightened skills and the sharpness of my brain
Yeah.
from sitting down and having the patience to actually figure things out, and just overall
Yeah.
blessed and highly favored after
Yes.
going through something traumatic.
You know, at 17, for me, you're a baby.
Yeah.
How did you get through at that young age prison life?
Well, I was blessed to actually be pulled into the right direction
Okay.
by some older gentlemen. Like
Okay.
I have a friend, Kenneth Holyfield,
And
who was formerly a
the
guest on
baby
show.
of our of according to his purpose.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, and Kenneth Holyfield pulled me in the right direction, saying, "Hey,
Yes.
leave those guys alone. Like,
Okay.
come over here with me."
Yes.
And he was one of maybe 3 or 4. Like, I keep a very close knit circle.
Absolutely.
He was one of 3 or 4 who was like, "Hey, come with us. Leave
Yeah.
them where they are, because they're going to still be here when it's time for you to go."
Wow.
So, yeah, keeping my head down, playing chess,
Yeah.
reading, studying from financial standpoint, just preparing myself mentally to come out here
Right.
and take the proper steps and learning pace.
Right.
That's also something that Kenneth taught me,
Right.
learning pace, how to
Yeah.
pace yourself and
Yeah.
go through the proper steps. Don't miss anything.
Mhm.
Go through the proper steps and you'll get the result that you
That
ultimately
you
want.
want. So you left a child behind
Yes,
and came out an adult man
absolutely.
that's articulate, that's extremely handsome,
Thank you.
that has it going on.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of courage because you know there's always the naysayers.
Oh yeah.
There's always, oh, he'll be back, or he's not going to do this, or he's not going to do that.
Yeah.
How did you prove them wrong?
By walking and speaking my truth.
Okay.
It was simple.
Very simple.
It was simple. Like, I know who I am as a person.
Yes.
So don't judge me off of what I did. Judge me off of what I'm about to do.
Exactly.
I'd rather show and prove. I'd rather show and prove. That
Exactly.
was my whole purpose of getting out of here and doing the right thing, finding steady employment, just doing what a normal person is
Right.
supposed to do.
Right.
No matter how your past ends,
That's right.
it's about the now.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I walk in the now. Every day is a new day towards a step in the right direction.
So how are you, or are you, helping young people, especially our black males?
Oh yeah, yeah. So
What is your focus, the focus that you give them?
well, the main thing I try to teach is financial literacy
Okay.
to young guys.
Mhm.
You know, being in there, I studied the stock market.
Okay.
I know about everything pertaining to the financial sector, the stock market. So I try to teach. I have nephews. I have
Okay.
16, 15-year-old nephew.
Right.
And I be around them on the regular.
Yes.
And my goal is to try to teach them
Okay.
that the world is bigger than trying to pick up a gun
Yes.
or some drugs. Like,
right.
you can do this off of your phone and live a very
Mhm.
comfortable lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go and do what you're seeing on Instagram
Right.
and what you're seeing on TV and on Facebook and on YouTube.
Mhm.
You don't have to do what the rappers do
Right.
to live the same life that they live.
Exactly.
So that's the message that I preach.
Mm-hmm.
I teach them guys financial literacy and say, hey, put the gun down,
Mm-hmm.
download this app to your phone.
There you go.
It's that simple.
There you go.
Yeah.
So now, you have a lot of support.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
have a lot. You have family. You have friends.
Yes,
You have relationships,
Yes.
friendships.
absolutely. Lifelong bonds. Yeah.
What is going to be your, how do I say it? How are you going to grow further? Just moving forward. Because it's always a growth.
Oh yeah.
You
absolutely.
never stop growing.
True.
You never stop learning.
Right.
What else do you want to learn? Where's the growth taking you?
Well, one thing about the field that I'm in, which is the financial literacy field, it changes every day.
Okay.
So I have to learn, I have to grow, and I also have to bring those with me who want to learn or are even interested.
Yes,
I want to bring them with me. Like, I can't be up here if you're down here.
that's right.
Everybody has to be on a level playing field.
Mm-hmm.
So in bettering myself, I'm also bettering others.
Exactly.
And that's my goal. So I'm going to learn, and I'm also going to teach as I learn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, okay, that didn't work. Well, I'm going to show you this way then. Follow me. I got you. We're going to learn together.
So have you sound like an educator. Have you ever thought about getting into the field of education and actually teaching classes? Because that's what I'm feeling from you.
A friend of mine actually told me that I should be teaching financial literacy classes. He said, I have what it takes to be like a motivational speaker.
Absolutely.
Because I know how to articulate myself. But I'm more focused on the success aspect. People don't believe you unless you're successful, in my opinion.
Right.
People don't believe you unless you're successful. So I can tell my story all day about how I came from prison, how I have an amazing life, how I'm comfortable. But the young guys, the 14s, the 15s, the 16s, they want to see the success that comes after it so they can follow. So once the success comes, then I can be like, hey, well, by the way, I'm doing this seminar. Come learn what I learned.
Right.
Because it got me here.
Absolutely. How were you as a child growing up? What kind of kid were you?
Truthfully, I was a nerd. I can be honest. I was a nerd that was trying to be a street guy due to the environment that I grew up in.
Okay.
Like, I'm from Georgia, Illinois.
Okay.
So, rough environment. And I chose to jump off the porch and be around the guys that I was around.
Okay.
But I always grew up as a smart kid, 4.0 grade average, like the whole drive. So
really,
it just took one misstep and everything started snowball effects.
Let's talk about choices. That's very important.
Yes.
Because we all are guilty of making poor choices in one regard or another.
Right.
So how would you tell our young people, particularly our black males, about making choices?
I feel like to black men, you have to make choices based off of what you see and not what you're told. Don't let nobody do something or say something to you without providing you proof that it's accurate, in my opinion.
Wow.
So
that makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense.
It all goes back to the show and prove.
So when can we expect the two novels? Because that first one, I think that could be a Tubi.
Yeah, it has the potential. It has the potential. I just have to link with the right people. But the first novel will be out on Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to drop it on Christmas.
Okay.
And the second novel, I'm leaning towards Valentine's Day.
Okay. So now you've got your publishing. You did all of that.
Yes.
And you researched that out yourself. Nobody had to tell you, oh, you can go. You did it.
Yes, absolutely.
You're so smart. You're so bright.
Thank you.
So intelligent.
Thank you.
But I'm going to help you with that first novel. What's the name of it?
Impulsive.
Impulsive.
Yes.
And I'll tell you why. Because I have some friends
Oh, okay.
in high places
Oh, that'd be amazing.
that J Film. That's two young men that I've been working with that already have some product on Tubi.
Okay.
And they're always looking for good product, good storylines.
Yeah.
So that would be, if I can make it happen,
Oh, yeah.
that would be my gift to you.
That would be
Because
awesome.
you deserve all the goodness. And I want you to remember that whatever you do, and I probably don't even have to tell you this, but being humble,
Yes.
it's the way. It's the way. It opens doors.
Yes, absolutely.
And you're halfway there. You took some giant steps.
Yes. I appreciate it.
You have gotten through the hurt, the pain. God has forgiven you. And when He forgives you, what do we care about anybody else doing it? We don't.
No? You got to answer to Him.
That's who we answer to.
Absolutely.
Okay? So you've been delivered.
Thank
And
you.
you have to stay on that course, and I know you will.
Yes,
I know you will.
absolutely.
And I thank you for sharing your testimony, all your goodness. And I
Thank you.
thank God for his grace and mercy.
I thank y'all for hosting me and having me come on. Like,
I
this
had
is
to
a
do it.
blessing.
I had to do it.
This is a blessing.
So thank you again, Christopher.
Christopher Long. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Chris Gino Longway. Impulsive will be out on Christmas. And my second book, Family Comes First, will be out on Valentine's Day.
And follow him, period. Because he's such a good person. Thank you for joining me once again on According to His Purpose. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button, and tell the world about God's goodness, because he is great. Thank you, love you, and see you next time.
Make no mistakes, cause he's perfect. Every step I take for his service. So every day I'm living according to his purpose.
According to His Purpose is sponsored by Mint Pink Cosmetics and Spa. Be sure to subscribe, like, and click the notification button so you'll never miss out on the up and coming inspirational content. Thanks for watching.